Hello everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net, and I want to talk about a show that I've been watching on Netflix that I think may have just been killed by Netflix, and I don't think they intended to do it, but here we are. And that show is F is for Family, and yes, some of my more conservative viewers can probably assume what F really stands for in this show, because this is a show that on the surface, I really should hate it. I mean, it pretty much follows this family in the 80s, and they're all pretty messed up. Like, the father works at an airline, and he wanted to be a pilot, and that never worked out because he got kids. And he got married, and he started a family, and I think there's some resentment he has for the kids, and I think the kids don't take him as seriously as they should because they see him as unstable. And the wife is, of course, honestly, the only thing that is sane in this family for the most part. She is literally the glue that is holding this family together in a way that is literal. Like, if she wasn't there, like if she left the husband, that family would just fall apart. And they swear at each other and they talk to each other so horribly. And I should hate it, but like BoJack Horseman, although on a slightly smaller scale, if you watch a little longer and you dig a little deeper and you find out more about the characters and their past and their interactions and why they feel this way about the certain family members, there is some genuine heart to be found there. And despite how terrible they are, or to each other, I should say, they do seem to really love each other deep down inside. And it's just, life just gets so frustrating, and I think we can relate to that, even if I think some of us probably have better foundations to not be those people. So that's why we can kind of laugh at them, and you never know what joke is going to turn into like a very sensitive story point. And after season 1, which was 6 episodes, I was happy that they got renewed for a second 10-episode run. And I think Netflix likes the show. They wouldn't have renewed it if they hadn't. But I think they did the show no favor by premiering it when they did, because when I watched the show, I was on vacation. And I watched the show, almost binge-watched the entire thing, then saved a few episodes for a few days later, because I get exhausted binge-watching sometimes. But the reason I was watching the show on that day is because another show had premiered on that day, or had a new season, House of Cards, Season 5. Netflix's #1 show premiered on the same day F for Family Season 2 premiered. And had someone I know not personally asked me to wait on watching House of Cards until they could watch it with me, I probably would not have been watching F is for Family. I would have been watching House of Cards. And I think a lot of people are watching House of Cards instead of F is for Family. And that is a problem. That is a real problem, because the first week, House of Cards premiered on the same day as F is for Family. The next week, Orange is the New Black Season 4 or 5, whatever it is. I think it's Season 5. A lot of Season 5s here. They premiered on Netflix. There is no way F is for Family is going to take away viewers from those shows. Netflix may have just effectively canceled this thing, because I don't know who's going to watch it when these shows are available. Especially since, honestly, even though F is for Family is a cartoon, it's not family friendly. It's still R-rated. So the same R-rated audience that they're targeting is watching House of Cards and Orange is the New Black. It's ridiculous. And I don't know why Netflix did this. I don't. I mean, here's the thing about the future of streaming. There's going to be more competition. Hulu is making their own shows. Crackle are making their own shows. Yahoo briefly toyed with making their own shows. CBS is dipping their big toe into the digital service with Star Trek Beyond, the new Star Trek show, whatever the heck it is. That's going to be premiering online. It's going to be a CBS Access exclusive. So, and of course there's YouTube. So there is plenty of original content coming out that Netflix is going to have to compete with. I don't think it's wise, and I'm saying this honestly as someone who likes the company, I don't think it's wise to have your own shows competing with each other. I don't see any immediate benefit. It's not counter-programming. It would make sense, let's say they still had Seventh Heaven in production. It would make sense to premiere House of Cards and Seventh Heaven on the same day, because they're going for two completely different audiences. But to have F is for Family and House of Cards on the same day and then Orange is the New Black a week later, that's not proper counter-programming. They could have had F is for Family up a week earlier or 2 weeks later. And I don't know why they didn't do it. I don't know why they had to. Especially since now that we're like a couple weeks away, House of Cards is still getting top billing on all the apps and all the websites. And everything that you use to watch Netflix on, House of Cards is still being pushed the most. And these other shows you have to find them by yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people who watched F is for Family even knew that the second season was out. And I just hope they don't pull this stunt with BoJack Horseman. So, anyway, what do you folks think? Do you think this is a dumb thing that they're doing? Do you not care? Do you even like F is for Family? I would love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy these videos, consider becoming a Patreon. You can do so for as little as $1 or buying some swag from the Great Media Universe store. There is a promo code below where you can get 15% off your entire first order. Every little bit helps me to make more video and content for you. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.